Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a Dota 2 first-person VOD. I will be doing this series as well as the Dota 2 updates, as well as Dota 2 commentaries. So this is the first one I'm ever going to do. This is a game of me playing Ancient Apparition just a couple of days ago, and I think this game turned out pretty well. So here you can see I'm here in the laning phase. I'm on the Radiant, so my team consists of myself, Sand King, Doombringer, Enigma, and Viper. A fairly balanced team, and we're going up against a Nightcrawler, Sven, Zeus, Dro, and Lina. So their team is pretty strong as well. So this can really go any way. One thing to note though, this Doombringer that I'm laning with, before the game he actually said, "Oh, this is my first game in the beta." So I'm just taking the farm right now because he's just last hitting, or he's just auto attacking the creeps and the lane's all pushed up. So you can probably see me get frustrated soon. So here I go, trying to last hit the creeps. The latency or the ping on Dota 2 is actually not that bad. However, I'm used to extremely low ping, so I'm still getting used to last hitting there. So here you can see me. I'm gonna go to the secret shop and gonna buy a TP scroll because I was kind of annoyed that Doombringer here was pushing up the lane all day. So I'm gonna teleport top to try to get a kill off because, of course, Ancient Apparition, he's support, but also he's a great ganker. He's got a good slow with his cold feet and his ice vortex thingy. And here I go, gonna try to get Dro. I throw down the cold feet, and she gets frozen, and right now I'm thinking, oh, we're good, we got this. However, Sven just comes out of nowhere, stuns Sand King, forces him back. I'm just gonna try to man up and try to get this Dro. However, unfortunately, as you can see, it does not work. So I actually give up first blood to Sven, and I'm pretty mad right now. But I'm trying to get back. At this point, I'm like, I gotta get some kills off. I'm already a little bit behind, and I already gave a slight advantage to the other team, especially with that first blood kill. So here we go, I'm gonna get a TP scroll once again, and looks like I'm gonna head top. Meanwhile, mid is doing fairly okay with Viper going against Zeus. Right now it looks like I'm thinking of going to the mid lane to try to get a kill off on Zeus. That's gonna give Viper a huge advantage, and probably if I do get this kill off on Zeus, it's gonna make him win middle. I thought of going straight up, but I thought then Zeus would probably see me and he would back off and my efforts would be wasted. So I decided to go around, maybe take a little bit extra time. However, maintain the element of surprise. So as you can see me looping around here, and Zeus, little does he know, he's about to get completely owned. So now I'm telling Viper, go, 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 and throw down the ice feet. Zeus runs the wrong way, unfortunately, so he's gonna get perma-stunned right there, and boom, I accidentally finish off Zeus. I should have given the kill to Viper, but it's okay. Viper now has a huge advantage since he gets to farm the lane for free for like 30 seconds, and also he gets the experience from Zeus dying. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go up top again. As you can see, I sort of abandoned bottom lane. I mean, Doombringer can do whatever he wants there. I'm gonna try to get some more kills, more ganks off. Just denying the creeps whatever I can, making sure the lane is not pushed up. Sand King and Ancient Apparition, I feel, can really get off the early kills very easily. Sand King goes in for the stun right when I go for the cold feet, and then that's double stun on one player. Usually is enough to bring someone down. So as you can see, I'm trying to get the last hits here. Also, Ancient Apparition doesn't really need that much gold. He doesn't need really that much items either. Just need boots. Maybe magic wand. Uh-oh, Sand King goes in. Here's a little bit of an uncoordinated attack. I didn't realize he was going to go in, but it looks like it turned out pretty well as well. Pretty well, despite. So here I go. Now I got my boots. It's going to help a little bit with the ganking. And last hit that creep, but fail miserably. And now, looks like I'm going to head over here and try to gank middle again. Because I'm feeling, okay, if I stay in lane, I'm just going to steal experience from Sand King. I don't really need levels right now, but... oh, never mind. So it looks like I went to try to gank middle, but Viper finished off Zeus before I got there. So a little bit of a wasted effort, but it's all good. It looks like Viper is gonna head back, so I'm gonna take this lane for just a little bit, get a bit of an extra experience, maybe get a couple of creep kills here and there to get a little extra gold. As you can see, I'm failing a couple last hits here. It does take a little bit of getting used to. And really, once Ancient Apparition hits level 6, you can just roam all day. Or at least that's how I feel. Trying to get the last hits right there, failing again on that one. And so now I see Zeus on the other side. I don't want to get too close to him because Zeus, especially early on, can dish out a ton of damage. And now I'm porting to the bottom lane. Gonna try to get a kill off here. I think that's Lina or Night Stalker. Yep, Night Stalker. Cold Feet gonna get thrown down on him, but he moves way too fast. So he's gonna avoid that stun. And Viper, unfortunately, could not slow him enough or finish him off. We're gonna try to get Lina. Viper throws down the ultimate, but I think that was gonna be a little bit of a waste because we're not gonna tower dive, especially with 30% HP. So I'm gonna use up a health pot right there. And I guess just wait to see if Lina or Night Stalker will overextend their position again, so we can try to kill them again, because Viper Ancient Apparition is also a great combo, especially Viper slow and Ancient Apparition slow. Can almost guarantee that the Cold Feet will go off and stun. If you don't know what Cold Feet does, basically you just put a proc put a little thing over your opponents, and if they don't move far enough in like 3 seconds or something like that, then they will be stunned for a very long time actually. It looks like I'm gonna try to do something on Zeus. I decide not to because it's Zeus and it's early game, so he can pretty much nuke down maybe 70% of my HP in less than a few seconds. So I decide against that. Looks like top is not doing very well, but I felt like I couldn't get there in time and I couldn't really make much of a difference myself. So I decided to stay in the middle lane to get a little bit more experience, maybe try to get a couple of denies from Zeus and get a little bit more gold. I have been roaming quite a lot. I haven't really been staying in any single lane, so I don't want to get too far behind. Of course, a good thing is always, if you've seen an open lane, if you're not really doing anything, obviously, you can go head over there and get some experience. Zeus comes in, I back out. It's just sort of a back and forth dance right here. And it looks like top tower did fall to Dro. So that's less than ideal, but it is what it is, I guess. See, right now you can see I'm extremely cautious versus this Zeus. I don't want to lose all my HP. I'm just trying to get my last hits with my range. I got level 7, that's pretty nice. And here comes Viper. Viper comes in, so now I can go in. I throw down the Cold Feet, the slow, and he's definitely dead. There we go. I actually take the kill from him again, damn it. But anyways, ooh, I accidentally completely overshoot my ultimate. I didn't really know how it worked when I shot that, I think. And I didn't think we had enough to go after Sven, so I didn't, since I was completely out of mana. And Ancient Apparition out of mana is kind of useless. So it looks like I'm gonna head back to base right now and heal up, maybe get my boots. I think I'm gonna go for power treads. Yeah, I went for power treads because I wanted the extra survivability. And also, as I mentioned in the earlier part of this FPVOD, Doombringer is actually extremely new to this game, so instead of playing full-on support, I wanted to go into more of the carry, or not carry, but ganker role. That's another reason for those power boots, or power treads. So now I'm going to head back to the middle lane to try to see if I can sort of team up with Viper to get some more kills. Ancient Apparition really synergizes well with this team, especially because there's a lot of crowd control, there's a lot of slow on this team, and it looks like Zeus is gonna get caught out once again. The cold feet does go off, and he does die right there. So Zeus, man, he's just fallen a lot, feeding us quite a lot of kills. However, now I catch a glimpse of Night Stalker heading to the middle lane, and I'm pinging to get my teammates over here, but they don't respond, unfortunately. So Night Stalker just walks away into the shadows. So now I'm just trying to find a little bit of position, maybe try to set up some kind of gank. And I see Lena maybe heading out over there. Nope. I pinged that position to tell people, okay, I'm ready for the gank. But unfortunately, the creep lane is a little bit too pushed out for any sort of gank to be possible right now. However, we're going to see if Lena overextends. I don't think she will, because that would just be a very dumb move. However, Doombringer is going to move up a little bit. Maybe he'll bait them into coming in or something. And we got Sand King coming in on the left side for possibly a flank. I shoot out the ultimate. It's going to catch a Night Stalker, but that's about it. Sand King didn't want to go in, and I think that was a good choice as well. You don't want to run in there like that against the Lena, because she could just basically stun all three of us, throw down a nuke. Uh-oh, Sven comes in though, and Doombringer's gonna get caught. Sand King going in. Wow, nice stun, and he throws down the ultimate as well. Great ultimate on 3 people. However, there wasn't really a follow-up because me and Doombringer both died extremely fast. His ultimate did manage to finish off Night Stalker, which is always good. But, so now he's gonna run for his life. He should be able to get away with his Sandstorm and his, little nuke dash thing. His stun is what I mean. Also, the one thing is I don't really know what these, what all these abilities are called, but I do know what they do. So I might say like, oh, his nuke, his slow, instead of saying like, oh, Morphling's adaptive strike, because like I don't, some of the names I don't really know yet or haven't memorized. Alright, so here I am now. I'm level 8. I'm gonna head out to try to get some more kills off. I've been doing some pretty good ganking, I think. Really keeping up with things, despite not really getting any creep kills or anything in the lane. And as always, you always leave your base with a TP scroll. So here I am, just gonna try to get a couple more creep. So as you can see there on the bottom, I'm trying to memorize the name of the spells. And Zeus comes in again. I'm a little scared. However, I see Sand King backing me up, so he goes in right on Dro. Dro's just gonna fall without much of a fight. Zeus can only throw down a couple of nukes, and he's out. Oh shoot, I overshoot. No, I didn't overshoot my ulti. I kind of predicted that he would run back, but it wasn't really enough. So we're just gonna back out now. An Urn of Shadows, it looks like it's gonna heal me up from Sand King. So I get to stay here a little bit longer, get some more creeps, get some more experience. And he's gonna heal himself up as well. And Zeus is quite low right now. However, I'm out of mana, and I don't really have a teammate to back me up. Ancient Apparition, it's hard for him to do things alone, but he really can supplement an ally when he's trying to gank. Looks like some action going up on the top lane. Of course, this is a first-person VOD, so stuff like that is gonna happen from time to time that I won't be a part of. But you can see sort of my movements, my mouse clicks, I guess, and my thought process in my decisions. And of course, I will be doing more of a regular commentary kind of video. However, it is a little bit hard to find great games because there's not a lot of people in the beta right now. And when you matchmake, either there's like one pro that just dominates, or like everybody's kind of bad. Or if you get like 2 pros on each team, the game tends to last over like 50 minutes or something. And I don't really want to hit you guys with a 50-minute video, at least right now. I want to keep it a little bit shorter, a little bit more interesting, because a lot of people say, oh, Dota's boring because it's so long, it's a lot of farming. So that's my reasoning behind that. Just talking about that kind of stuff because me and Zeus are just kind of dancing around here in the middle lane, trying to get the last hits off. I have a bunch of tangos, so I don't really care if he zaps me. One zap, one tango, I'm fine. So I'm just sticking around for the EXP, I guess, and keeping Zeus on his toes. If a teammate decides to come in, we can easily kill Zeus. And I think I just told Enigma to come in, and yep, there he comes. Comes in with a little mini stun thing. I'm gonna throw off my slow. Zeus is definitely dead. Enigma picks up the kill. So yeah, as you can see, Ancient Apparition is great for just supplementing a gank. And by the way, my build this game for Ancient Apparition might be a little unorthodox, just because I wanted to compensate for Doombringer. And actually, speaking of Doombringer, at this point, he actually went AFK and left the game pretty much, because if you want to take a look at the minimap, he's kind of in the minimap right there, but just, he's kind of in base, I mean, but he's just kind of wandering around. And I think somewhere around here, he disconnects or leaves, because I remember this being a 4 versus 5 game at the very end, which made it a little bit harder, but a little bit more interesting. So anyways, bottom lane, it looked like Viper got caught out. Yeah, and speaking of unorthodox builds, instead of getting Chilling Touch, which is sort of my buff kind of thing, I went for stats instead. And as you can see there, Doombringer just disconnected. The reason I went for stats is because I thought, okay, I want a little bit more survivability, a little bit more damage over this one skill, because what this skill does is give you a little bit more magic damage to your attacks, but it slows down your attack speed. And I thought, okay, we have Sand King, we have Enigma, we have Viper, and we have myself. That's already a ton of magic damage. So all the other team really has to do is get magic armor or get a Black King bar, and it's going to nullify a lot of our damage output. So I thought, okay, I'm not going to add any more magic damage. I'm just going to add a little bit more survivability and a little bit more regular damage. So that's kind of my thought process behind that. It's really situational to this game though, because if Doombringer was here and if he was like, if this wasn't his first game, I would have definitely gone for a much more support oriented role. So here I am in the middle lane trying to get some more levels. We have a small advantage right now. However, we just lost Doombringer, so now that advantage is slowly just running away. Here comes Sven though. He's kind of overextending himself a little bit. But we don't, are we gonna go on him? Yes, I'm gonna shoot the little ice ball, gonna initiate that fight. So only gonna catch Night Stalker, who's coming in. However, oh my gosh, awesome ulti there from Enigma, followed up with Sand King ultimate. That was just the wombo combo right there, just finishing off 4 players on their team. That was great. Enigma going in, blink daggering in, doing his black hole, and Sand King going in with his ulti as well. And the rest of us just sort of shooting them while they are completely disabled. So that was an amazing team fight for our team, and I felt really great after that fight. We definitely have this tower. Meanwhile, Dro is just somewhere in the top lane, just sort of farming it up. I guess in retrospect, that was actually a pretty good idea, because if Dro was in there, she really would not have been able to do anything anyways, and just would have gotten picked off and fed us a little bit more. So here I am walking around. I think I went for a mechanism this game as my last item, I believe. But again, Ancient Apparition, I think he's pretty flexible, because he doesn't really need that many items. Like I said before, you can really get anything that really helps your team. And you can see there on the scoreboard, Doombringer is completely gone. So now I think our game plan was, since we have 4 people, we have more experience that we can spread out among our 4 people, so we can get a little higher levels than the other team. So I think that's what we're banking on right now, is get the levels, because as you can see on the minimap, we have a player in every single lane just soaking up that extra EXP that's available to us. And now you can see on the minimap that we're gonna get completely ganked here by the Dire team, but we have no clue about this. Right here, I thought it was just Sven being an idiot and trying to charge 2-on-1. However, their entire team is here, and I'm trying to hide, but I realize I don't have a TP scroll, and as you can see, that is going to be the death of me right there. So this is why you got to carry TP scrolls all the time, because I would have been fine. I just run over there and TP away while Enigma was getting killed. But yeah, unfortunately, that did not work out, so that's no good, especially since we're down 1 player. But the good thing is Viper and it looks like Sand King are getting great experience, are getting great money, great gold, excuse me. Sand King doesn't have all that much, but he has 3,500 gold saved up, so he can buy himself a really nice item very soon. Viper also just farming up their jungle, and now we're back. Uh-oh, though, if you look at the minimap, it looks like Viper might get a little bit caught out. And here I am, I'm gonna buy some wards because I realized we don't really have many wards this game. So I'm playing my support role. Now I'm gonna head out to the middle lane. I'm gonna try to help out Sand King if he does need help. It looks like he was being chased by 3 players of the other team. So I'm gonna head over here, plop down a ward right here on this little ledge. I think this is one of the just more traditional spots. And then I'm gonna ward once again, in the bottom lane. And I'm gonna plop that guy down right there and move away. And cool, there's an invisibility rune. I check if Sand King wants it. He doesn't seem to, so I'm just gonna bottle that. It really doesn't do me too much good though to have an invisibility. And here I go, I shoot the ultimate right behind Lena to try to trap her in, try to lure her into running into that. However, Sand King, the stun maybe wasn't quite enough. We didn't have enough. Oh, never mind, there we go. The cold feet actually finishing off Lena. So that was a nice little gank there. As you can see, I shot my ultimate, my ice blast or something like that, behind where behind Lena. So it either forced her to walk right into it or put herself in a worse position by walking forward. So it takes a little bit of prediction. And there we go, I popped the Invis Rune because I wanted a little bit more regen. I was a little lower on HP than I wanted. So I'm gonna head around over here, see if we can catch Night Stalker, who's pink right there. And I think we should be able to. I shoot my ice ball just for good measure, and he goes down. Now we're gonna get this tower. There's only 3 of us here though, so this might not end too well. However, Sand King's gonna go in anyway. He's gonna man up. However, it doesn't look like we want to engage that. There's a tower and there's 4 or 5 of them versus just 3 of us. So that would not have turned out well for us. So we just left. Now I'm gonna try to pick up just a little bit extra EXP here in the middle before I go back, but I see that the Dire is right on my tail, so I'm just gonna hurry on out of here. And it looks like there's a haste rune, perfect. Time to bottle that guy up and head out to the top lane maybe. Never mind. Looks like we're gonna go to middle, so I activate the haste rune, gonna go in, ice ball, shoot. Gonna catch 2 players. Enigma coming in with a black hole. That's gonna end those 2, and Dro somehow gets caught in that as well. Sand King coming in with an ultimate. Oh, that was perfect. Another perfect ultimate combo there from our team. I think our team works really, really well. So that was really great. My haste rune is still up, so I'm gonna throw down the cold feet on Night Stalker. However, he moves just a little bit too fast again, and just gonna walk that off. And now we're going to try to push this middle tower. As you can see, 4 players are down for the other team, so now is our chance. Only Night Stalker is up. We got Enigma. He's going to throw down the Midnight Pulse just to maybe make Night Stalker feel a little more uncomfortable. Another Cold Feet to no avail on Night Stalker though. He runs a little bit too fast. Sand King taking some hits, and now all of their team is back, and we should really get out of here. So we do. I have to say, this team coordinates really well. When I was playing, we didn't even really have to tell each other to go back or whatever. Everybody just did, so that was pretty cool. So now it looks like I have enough gold to buy my mechanism, so I'm gonna go back and pick that up, I think. And I think I also at this point pick up Doombringer. Since he's AFK, I just made him follow him. Or I just made him follow me around so I can use his ultimate to silence somebody. Maybe silence Zeus or somebody in a team fight, or Lena. And also tank a little bit of damage. But he's only level 6, so I also have to watch out for him not feeding. But now I got the mechanism. I felt like, okay, if Doom gets in trouble, I can just heal him up a little bit and send him back. It looks like Enigma, excuse me, picked up a BKB. That's gonna help a lot when he throws down his game-changing ultimates. Now we're gonna go into mid lane and try to get something off. Ultimate goes off on Zeus. He's gonna get frozen in place, and he's gonna get brought down by Enigma. You can see Doombringer just following me around. He's got no name on top of him. Because again, he abandoned this game, unfortunately. We are still winning. I think we have a level advantage on them. However, of course, they have one more player. Our Sand King is doing a great job. I think last time I checked, he was 7-0 or 8-0, something like that, in terms of hero kills. So right now, I got a pretty good feeling about this game. I feel like our team fight potential is really good. In the last 2 team fights, we just ripped up their entire team, and they really had no answer to that. So at this point, I felt like if we can keep our team fights going, stay together when we're fighting, we should have this game in the bag. And now we're gonna try to get a gank off on Night Stalker. However, he senses us coming, so he's gonna back off before we can do that. And I think we're gonna go assault this tower a little bit. I'm gonna use Doombringer here to tank the tower while we attack it. So here he goes. Yeah, he's taking up the tower a little bit. He's only level 6 or 7 now, I guess. And the fortification goes off. Zeus coming in. I try to throw down an ultimate on Zeus, so I do. So now he's silenced. Sand King actually goes in with the ultimate. I didn't think he would do that because I didn't really want to go in too deep, but I guess he did. And looks like Enigma went in from the other side with the BKB ultimate. And actually, Enigma and Sand King. Enigma actually saved Sand King. He was really low, I remember. But yeah, another great fight. I should have manned up there. I felt bad after the fight because everybody just went in balls a-blazing. But I just sort of stood back because I thought we couldn't really fight that position. But it worked out in the end. And there we go. Viper actually going to pick off the last player on the Dire side, and at this point we're like, oh, we got this in the bag. We're gonna get bottom tower and bottom racks, and maybe even do some damage to the middle tower. And actually, you might notice that I completely forget that I have a mechanism, and I could heal my teammates up a little bit. I just forgot about that because I guess I was excited about the fact that we are actually winning this. Oh, so Sven comes in. I throw down the ulti. Very short range, point blank ulti. And looks like Sand King had a Shiva's. So he's going to slow down Sven even more. Viper finishes off Night Stalker. So wow, a little bit of a mistake there from Dire side. They went in sort of 1-by-1 piecemeal. They should have just waited until everybody was up and then go in 5-on-4. Because especially when Enigma and Sand King's ultimates are down, as you can see, they just used that a couple, like 30 seconds ago or so, then now would be their chance to just rip us apart, but they just sort of fed themselves to us. Sand King, wow, what a beast. He just goes in and just owns everybody. And he finishes off Lena, and we're going to pick off the Dro Ranger, and they call the GG right there. Dro Ranger's going to disconnect. I'm gonna end this VOD. I think this video goes on for a little bit longer as we finish off the racks, get mega creeps, and win. But I don't think there's any fights after this or anything worth watching because they just called GG, and I think 1 or 2 of them just disconnected right there. So that's gonna be it. There we go. Lena's gone as well. That's gonna be it for this first FP VOD. Keep an eye out for more FP VODs and more commentaries, especially commentaries of pros playing. The cool thing about Dota 2 is that there is like a watch recent games feature where you can watch every single game that has ever been played. Well, maybe not has ever, but a lot of games that have been played, and you just search up the pros names and you download that replay and you can watch it. So I'm gonna search up good games played by pros that aren't hour-long farm fests, and I'm gonna bring them to you very, very soon. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this first person VOD, and I guess I'll see you guys next time.